Hello and hello friends and family. Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Stacy. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday. Today on the menu we have something really simple, some good food, nothing fancy, but you're going to love it. We're making pot roast today and we're going to make it in our Dutch oven here. Yes, I've made it once before, but I've never made it in this Dutch oven, and that's what I'm excited to try out today. If you're new here, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you are going to love it here. Yes, I have some of the simple, most easiest recipes, delicious, all of that good stuff. You don't want to miss out. So go ahead and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into this pot roast. Come on. I'm gonna start off by showing you guys what kind of spices I use into my pot roast. Feel free to use whatever you desire, but these are just my preferences. We're gonna be using some onion powder, ground black pepper, parsley flakes, garlic powder, Cajun Seasoning, spices and herbs by Tony's, a little bit of paprika. We've got some hidden Vally ranch seasoning. This is open. I did use that last night. Don't judge me. We have McCormick slow cooker pot roast seasoning. And we're also gonna go in with some of Lipton's onion soup mix. Now for our wet sauces, we'll be using Worcestershire Sauce, Beef Broth, and some whole pepperoncinis. We're gonna pour some of that juice in there as well. To finish this recipe off, I'm also going to be using some rosemary. And you know we gotta throw some thyme in there. I've got some celery, fresh garlic, and can I say that fresh garlic is way better than garlic? And if you're not familiar with garlic, it's just minced garlic in a jar. That's my way of calling it. But fresh garlic is the best, 10 times better. Please get this if you decide to make pot roast. It's the best. And it's already peeled, so you don't have to deal with all that other mess with the outside layers or anything like that. Get the peeled garlic. 100% the best. We're also using bell pepper. I've got some baby carrots. Use whatever kind of carrots you like. Just put some carrots enough. And I've got some honey gold potatoes. Oh, and I also forgot, y'all, bay leaves. There are about 1 or 2 bay leaves in there. So first thing first is we're gonna go ahead and wash our chuck roast, and we're washing it with vinegar and water. Just gently pat that down. I want to keep my chuck roast together. I don't want it broken apart. And we're going to let this soak for about 20 minutes before going forward. So while my roast is soaking, I'm gonna go ahead and chop my vegetables up. Again, we have garlic, celery, and bell pepper. I'm only gonna be using 3 stalks, and I may not be using all of this, but we're not using any more than 3. 1 bell pepper is all we're using for this recipe. And as far as my garlic, I'm just chopping these up, no specific way. We're just gonna add this right here into our bowl. Oh, this smells so delicious. They are aromatic and something else, I tell you. And soaking, we're just gonna pour that water out. And we're gonna rinse it off and then pat it dry. I'm gonna first drizzle this with some olive oil. And then we're gonna go ahead and season. And I'm just gonna rub this in. We gotta get the other side, of course. And I'm gonna poke some holes into it just so that flavor can get inside of our pot roast. Keep it real nice and flavorful. And we're gonna flip this over and just do the same with the other side. Now make sure that you get the size of the roast. We need everything seasoned. Now let's go ahead and get this into our Dutch oven. I'm gonna drizzle the bottom of our pan with just a little bit more of olive oil before we get that in there. Let's go ahead and place this into our Dutch oven. We just want this nice and brown. We have 2 steaks too. So we're gonna do one first, let that sear on one side for about 45 minutes, and then we'll come back and flip it. Okay, let's check her out. Okay. She's not too bad. This is what she's looking like on the other side. Now let's go ahead and add our other chuck roast. We got to get her brown as well. All right, so we got our second piece of roast on the stove, our chuck roast. Looking good. We're gonna make sure that that's browning. These are some pretty big pieces too, y'all. So I hope I'm able to fit both. Excuse me. I hope I'm able to fit both in here. But again, we're just gonna brown it up on one side, and then once it's ready, we'll flip it on to the other. Okay, so she is looking like she's ready to be flipped. So let's go ahead and make that happen. See how brown she got. Not looking too bad, not looking too bad. Okay, we're just gonna let it sear on the other side, and then we'll be ready to go in with our vegetables. I won't do these too fine. I'm actually gonna leave these like maybe about that size. That's good for me. And we're using extra onions today because I love me some onions. I got me another whole onion. My intentions were to cut it like this. I don't know, y'all, but these onions are going in there. And this is the look I was initially going for, like little rings. But it is what it is. You just need to make sure that you got some onions in your pot roast. Now that this has seared to my liking, I'm gonna remove it from the pan. Look at that nice golden color. Look at that, y'all. That looks so good. Isn't that beautiful? We're gonna go ahead and remove that and get our vegetables in here. Nice and beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful color. Gonna go ahead and add our onions in. We got our celery in here with our bell pepper and garlic cloves. Go ahead and add those in. And pour in some of that beef broth. Now we're just gonna mix it up and kind of glaze the pan. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of flour. This is going to be my gravy. Add my chuck rolls back into the pot. Oh, that's a pretty big chuck roast. I'm gonna add my other pot roast back in there as well. All right, so I've already gone back in with the same seasonings that I used to season my chuck roast. We've already got that into the pot. And I'm gonna add a little bit, half of this pack of ranch. Add 1 pack of that onion mushroom soup. Now add your McCormick seasoning. We're gonna let this go into the oven for about 2 hours. We're gonna take it out, add our potatoes and carrots, and let it go another hour or so after that. So let's go ahead and place this into the oven. But before doing so, we're gonna add our pepperoncinis. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that juice. I'm also going to add some thyme. We'll remove that later. And also some rosemary. Add 2 bay leaves. So let's go ahead and get this into the oven for about 2 hours and we will be back. So I just realized that I did not add any of my W sauce into my pot roast. It's only been in for a few minutes, so let's go ahead and put some in there. I just added about 2 tablespoons. It is now 127. We got it on 350 degrees. And I'm gonna come back in about 2.5 hours. We're gonna add our carrots and potatoes. And once we get those in, we're gonna let it go for about another 1.5 hours. So see y'all in about 2 hours. All right, so it is 3:35 p.m. It's been 2 hours since our pot roast has been in the oven. We're gonna take it out and add our potatoes and carrots, and let's see what it's looking like. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. I just want to see if it's tender. Okay, and that's what it's looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my thyme and rosemary, and let me get me a salsa. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these because I think we've got enough flavor from it. And let's find those bay leaves if we can. There's a half a piece there. And we may have lost the other. But I think it's looking pretty good. Oh, there we are. Here we go. Now we're just gonna go trash this, and we're gonna go ahead and add our potatoes and carrots. It does look good. I'm gonna leave this in for about another, I said an hour and a half, but I think I wanna do another 2 hours, but it's definitely looking good. So let's go ahead and put our potatoes and carrots inside. If you are still here with me while I make this pot roast, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Aww. Your appreciation does not go unnoticed. I love you all. And again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because you don't want to miss any of my cooking recipes. And here go the pot roast. The pot roast is ready. Let's go ahead and take it out and let's see what it's looking like. Oh, that looks so delicious. Look how thick that gravy is. This looks so good. I'm gonna pair this with some mashed potatoes and green beans. We've got us some whipped mashed potatoes, some green beans, and some honey cornbread.